Hey guys, my name is Scoby. Today I'm going to be showing you how to add brightness to a video track in Adobe Premiere Pro. This is going to be a nice quick and easy tutorial. So the first thing you want to do is have your Premiere Pro project open, and you want to have a video track in your timeline like I have right here. Now I just have the audio muted, so if we skip through this we can see exactly what it is. And it is just me cleaning off the CPU and GPU of my PlayStation 3. So what we're going to be doing is selecting our video track, and then we're going to be coming up to our effects panel. If you can't find this, simply click on Window and come to Effects. And once your effects panel is open, we're going to be searching for brightness. Now once this happens, you should see the brightness and contrast effect underneath the color correction. What we're going to be doing is grabbing this effect and we're going to be dragging it and dropping it over our timeline and leaving it on top of our video track. Now once we've this done, we want to come to our effects control panel. Once again, if you can't find this, simply come up to Window and go to Effect Controls. And now we should see our brightness and contrast effect right here. Now we should have two options with this, adding brightness and contrast. And we're also going to have some masking effects as well. Now I'm not going to be focusing or talking about the masking effects in today's video, but I may do it in a future video if I see a need or a reason to do it. So for now, we're going to be focusing on the brightness and contrast. So to actually increase the brightness, what we can do is click here and drag to the right, which will increase the number, or we can just click in here and increase the number manually. So in this case, 57 is clearly too bright. So I'm going to be going down to somewhere around 10, which I feel is a much more natural brightness. Now I can see this can still be increased a little bit. We're not getting too much noise. We're noticing some artificial coloring in the corners, but it's not too bad as of yet. So I'm going to try increasing this to 12, and this still looks pretty okay to me. Now our goal here is to add brightness to the point where our video is easier to see, but it's not too exposed like I mentioned previously. Now you can do this by continually increasing the brightness, and then we can counteract this a little bit by adding some contrast. So usually 10 to 30% of our brightness should be in our contrast if you really want to have a good ratio. If you start to notice some unnaturalness in your image, if not, you don't really need to touch the contrast. But in this case, I'm going to be adding about 3 contrast, which as you can tell brings back the background a little bit, but we still keep our overall brightness. So if we revert these and go back to 0 on each, we can see that the image is much darker in total. But if we go back to our 15 and 3, we can see that the image is much brighter, but it still has that natural feeling look. So usually if you want to bump up the brightness a little bit more to where it starts to look unnatural, add around 10 to 30% contrast. This of course will depend on your image, and sometimes you need to add a little bit more or less, but just be careful. Sometimes even adding brightness and then increasing contrast can do the opposite effect. So there's a little bit of trial and error to work around your image, but I think adding 15 brightness here and 3 contrast works really well. Anyway guys, it's as easy as that to add brightness to a video track in Adobe Premiere Pro. If you guys enjoyed this tutorial, be sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, check out the other videos on the channel. I'm going to be leaving a link down below to my PayPal and Amazon affiliate link if you want to check those out to support me. I'd really appreciate it. I make all these videos for free, and I always try to put the best quality into them I can. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, as always, keep it saucy. Peace.